Alright, so for my culminating project, I did about 2 hours of volunteer service over at the Outback. The cool thing about the Outback is that it's implementing new farming methods in order to lessen the impact on the environment, unlike the large-scale farming. This is just me with another volunteer putting some hay down after we weed, and there's me weeding, and there's me putting some hay down. Just get some proof. And so large-scale farming tends to impact the environment a lot more than the methods that the Outback uses. And one of the main impacts is this thing called eutrophication. And eutrophication is pretty much the overabundance of nutrients in a body of water. And what this does is it generates this big algal bloom, and after the algae dies off, it floats down to the bottom to be decomposed by the decomposers, but it takes a whole lot of oxygen in order to decompose all the algae. So what happens is it starts robbing the environment of of oxygen, and it creates these oxygen dead zones, which which kind of takes away the ability to live for the fish and other marine life. And one of the things that the Outback is using is something called biointensive gardening. And what this is pretty much using the least amount of space to get the most amount of crop with the least amount of resources, while all while not impacting the environment as much. And the way they do this is they try to plant, instead of this traditional, they try to plant even more, use more of the soil in the plot. And another thing they can do is um, they can put different species in, and different species of plant will act as natural natural pesticides to other plants, which eliminates the use of having to use pesticides. And this also generates biodiversity in the gardening. And the way that they can fit so many plants in there, there's this thing called double digging, which is you displace about a foot of soil, and then you aerate the second foot of soil, which kind of enriches it and gets nutrients back in there, and then you put the soil back and you plant. And what this does is it allows the roots to grow more vertically and deeper in there, so there's a stronger um, plant. And what this does is it allows to use less water, and also helps against erosion, and which is how it helps against eutrophication, because the nutrients can't get to the body of water. And what this kind of looks like in a natural setting would be something like this. As you can see, there's a lot of different species of plant, and yeah, that's biointensive gardening. Thank you.